Good night, fellow punters. The clock on the wall says 5-9. I left school before I was 16, so I don't have many big words that I learned from the teacher, but I heard a fella saying one time after he won an All-Ireland medal that he was ecstatic. I think I can understand the way he felt today.
Now, just the leader to Bolshoi Ballet. They're nearly matching strides, and now they're really pressing on. Westover's on the outside of Pile Driver. Luxembourg's in the slipstream of his two stable companions. August Rodin towards the outside, just being niggled a bit by Ryan Moore to improve now. Very deep on the course. Hukum's got plenty of cover. Emily Upjohn is making some ground, and King of Steel right round the inside from Deauville Legend. August Rodin is dropping right out of it, out the back of the picture as they swing for home, and up ahead, Point Lonsdale with Bolshoi Ballet. Luxembourg getting a dream run round the inside. Pile Driver swinging wide, peeling wide to Westover. Then Hukum, King of Steel looking for a run on the far side and now getting through between Luxembourg and Pile Driver as Westover launches a challenge. It's Westover that goes on. Hukum down the outside and the 3-year-old King of Steel. Westover just wobbling a little in front. King of Steel far side. Hukum on the near side. Westover and Hukum, the older horses, fighting it out inside the final furlong. And it's Hukum that's just in front. Westover is fighting back. They race up towards the line. Hukum and nose in front from Westover. And Hukum wins. Hukum wins the King George from Westover. King of Steel back in third. Luxembourg, Pile Driver, Bolshoi Ballet, Point Lonsdale, Emily Upjohn.
Hukum wins. What did I do with it there? Oh, yeah. I was trying to get it again. I've watched that into double figures, I would say, and I will watch it again tonight, and I will watch it first thing in the morning. Sometimes when you follow a horse and fall in love with a horse, it doesn't always happen the way you want it. But it was well worth it today. There's a message from Theo, the bleeding doob. But it was absolutely a tremendous race. They were saying it was the race for all ages, and to have our special horse come out on top, it was absolutely brilliant. And before the turn for home, I said it's a 3-horse race. King of Steel, Westover was going very well on the outside, and I said we could get trapped in here. And there was a pocket just come around the turn, and I says to Crowley, go for it. But he didn't. He came round the outside. He had absolutely the utmost confidence in Hukum. So, brilliant win, brilliant Group 1 win. It just shows you the care and the attention and the dedication, the trainer and the owners and all the staff, to get him back to that level, the level that he was in last year when he won the Coronation, beating Pile Driver, who went on to win this race last year. I was afraid of Westover. That was the one. I had the forecast, a few quid. I meant to do I actually done a try-cast. I put Luxembourg to finish third, but I meant to wheel it, but I had no time today. By wheeling it, I mean putting Hukum on top of Westover and then pick about 4 or 5 of them to finish third. For €1 or €2, it pays well. If you fancy one and fancy one to finish second, it doesn't work out sometimes, but it pays well when you get it. But a brilliant deal with Barader winning at 16-1. I couldn't understand the drift because he was drawn high. As I said last night, there was only 2 winners in the last 15 years that were drawn in single digits, and Biggles was drawn in single digits, and we beat it before. And he wasn't mentioned. I was saying, am I following the right horse? Because I was sure I was, and there wasn't a mention of him even when he took the lead. I was saying, what's wrong? And he just held on, fast finishing. But the 7 was better than the mile probably for him. But or am I getting mixed up with someone else? And Baez ran a terrific race as well. 9-1 last night. I think there would be a Rule 4 with that. But I had 3 of them in a lucky 15. I cashed out because I had an each way HUKUM going. And for a fiver, it was going to 2.5 grand. So I pulled out the other one. I cashed out. I had 3 bets that I cashed out, and I had a fiver accumulator going on significantly. I got back, it was 110 or 115 or something back for the tenner, but it was going into 2.5 grand if you had won. But I made the price of a good week in Galway, and I made the price of the camper van as well today. So very good. And I see by the comments as well, there was a good few people on, so it was great. Significantly, he looked ahead, and he was looking for the 2 market leaders, the 2 3-year-olds, and he had their measure. And the one ahead, if it stayed in Tracy Waggott's stable, it probably would have been beaten. But it went to Michael Wigham, and first run for a new yard. It done the business today. But it was better significantly being placed anyway, because that anyone that had an each way lucky 15, you needed the 4th one to get placed to draw a good few pound more. The one that got away, or there was an on-runner, but the one that got away, I was between the 2 of them last night, between the other one. I just thought, and the 2 of them had Group 1 for him, and Aidan's one won it. I doubt if you'll see that horse that we back today at over a mile again. 7 furlongs or a mile, that race she would have won that race, but it stretched her stamina limitations. So I got a couple hours of Galway in this morning. I have it narrowed down. I will try. It's difficult to pick a horse in every race. I did it last year for maybe 5 or 6 races, but I'm going to do it, be it right or wrong. The haters will love when to hear me doing that and get a few wrong, because they'll be giving it the old thumbs down for the video. They see today, after the first 3 going in, there are 3 disliked the video. So I love that, gives me momentum actually when that happens. It fuels me for more. Anyway, tomorrow is All Ireland Day, Dublin and Kerry. I made the best team win. I have friends in both camps and in both counties, so let the best team win. Hope it's a good game. If it's as good as the hurling anyway, or even half as good, we'll be in for a treat. I was going to go. I thought I had a ticket yesterday. I was trying to get rid of it, but I didn't take it to get rid of it. So with Galway coming up, I want to do a video tomorrow evening, and I'll probably go to Galway definitely on Monday. I had planned staying a couple of nights, but I'll see yet. I'm not so sure, and what I'll do, we'll see. Tomorrow there's 3 horses. There was a horse there. I tipped him up the first time it ran over fences, pulling in green. This opened up at 7-1 today, and I missed the bloody 7s. When I went back, it was into 9-2 and into 3s. But it was very good over hurls. It was rated 130. It won in Cheltenham last April. Then the first 8 went over fences. It didn't jump well at all, but it has a serious engine. And it has 3 runs over hurdles there, and it done nothing. But fencing is his game. So I thought tomorrow would be the day for if it's going, it might do the business tomorrow. At 7-1, I had it marked out, and might as well stick with it. It's up against a couple of decent horses. They are different kind. Won the last time, but it's only a 3-horse race. Quid pro quo as well. But if this jumps, and I might get an easy lead out front tomorrow, pulling in green. There's the horse then of 2 bus horses. The 345. Staying Loyal can work the Oracle at times, as it proved to have. Aramax, it won the last day for us. There's the former champion or a Cheltenham Festival winner. It won where was the last day? In Catterick, 9-2. He done it fairly well. There's him in the JP colours and the white cap.
Is next. Tiger Jet has lost positions, is now racing in company with Manila Escape, and still towards the back, Hillview and Langdale Lane. So the lead is with Moonlight Spirit. They have still got over a circuit to go, and Charlotte Jones is flicking this one down the neck and heading towards what will be flight number 8. And I hope Charlotte knows they're going to go round again as they come towards this next hurdle, because they still have over a circuit to go. She has booted Moonlight Spirit into this and now gone for the stick. She's made an awful mistake here, Charlotte Jones. In third place is Scrub. And pulled up Moonlight Spirit before that hurdle where we lost Manila Escape, I think it was. Hillview is well out of contention. Diva just fading a bit. Langdale Lane, Brian Hughes from the back of the field making ground out wider. Mr. Yates has now run his race as they head towards the 12th and final flight here. Inside the last 2 furlongs, My Bobby Dazzler's tried to hang tough, but Scrum Diddley has taken a narrow lead. Aramax in third, now driven along. Al Sam is in fourth. Langdale Lane fading back in 5th place. Scrum Diddley has the lead. Aramax is now after try and get past, but it's the informed Scrum Diddley under Brendan Powell, but Aramax is finding for Richie McClernand and sprints straight past. 100 yards to run. The well-backed Aramax comes storming clear to win the Tony Connell Memorial.
It wasn't snug enough that trip. That trip though was 3 miles 1. I'd prefer a longer distance tomorrow. And Haslam isn't just in as good a form as he was when we won on this before. It only went up £6. It was on a higher mark before. It was in the 140s there. But no, it won't be simple, but we'll stick with it. And then the 250 at Pontefract, a horse we backed the last day to beat the favourite. We beat the favourite, but we didn't beat the winner. Winner was Savvy Victory. But Poker Face, now that race as well was a mile 2. And he seems to be better to trip, but he has won. He's 2 for 2 in Pontefract. Broke his maiden first time out over a mile and won a handicap of 87 by 8.5 lengths in Pontefract. And good to soft is good to soft tomorrow. So the nice finish, the pull up the hill in the middle or in the finish suits him. I prefer if there's another furlong actually, but it seems 2 for 2 for the track. We will go for it tomorrow. What price is it? 945 to 2. This was him the last day.
Poker Face yet to play his hand on the outside. Ridden along now is Notre Belbet, and on the outside Savvy Victory now creeps into contention as Poker Face looms upon the outside of Saga, who's now urged for more. Inside the final quarter mile, Saga against the rail. Poker Face down the outside, Savvy Victory. They have now dropped Notre Belbet. They race now on towards the final furlong. Saga just a nose in front over Poker Face. Savvy Victory with every stride gets closer, and now he goes on by them both. It is now Savvy Victory and Tom Marcon from last to first.
Actually, it's a sort of a confusing race tomorrow as well, because that Almobir is stepping up in trip. It was at 7 furlongs the list race the last day, 1 at a mile. Oh no, it's not stepping up. I was thinking there's 9. It won't be easy beaters because it was 5th in the Lincoln to Migration, and that form has been franked. There's one more there running tomorrow. We backed it 2 times or twice before. It was Place Bushfire. It won the last day, but we didn't back it. But anyway, I forgot to say that we parked the bus today at the half furlong pole. I normally do park it at the furlong pole. AC Irish had a box of scarves this morning, HUKUM scarves. long time follower of the channel, and he's a great HUKUM man. So he had all the scars ready for us today when we got to the track, and Steo closed down the bar. He's out of here, and Dino handed out wheelbarrows that for anyone that wanted them, and he put up the sign "No fishing," and when that sign goes up, that means don't ring him. So it was a special HUKUM day today, I must say. On to the Prix de l'Arc he's going. I didn't back him, but I got a message there from a fella this evening that he backed each way at 14s during the week. It's into 6-1 favourite now. The ground will suit. If he does run in that, that's where I'll be that day. I'll be in Longchamp, and that is a certainty. So we'll see. Hopefully he goes in, because I've long threatened to go to the Prix de l'Arc and a few races like that. So that is on my must-do list if he runs. So I'll have to check. I'll have to get Mary from Google Maps to bring me there. Anyway, Galway Monday. I'll get a video up early tomorrow evening, hopefully. And I'm heading out for a couple of pints. I'm going to a 50th for an hour tonight, or maybe 2, but I won't be out too late because I want to be in good shape for the match tomorrow. And a couple of hours study in the morning, because I'll get Tuesday in as well tomorrow morning. Bash the bookies, over and out.